Hey babe, ready to go to bed? You're not really sleepy yet. Well, that's okay. I mean, we can just cuddle up, talk for a little, hang out. Yeah? Okay, great. No, I think that sounds great. No, no, not at all. I know you have a hard time falling asleep sometimes, and I'm more than happy to stay up and try to help you out. Yeah, of course, babe. Of course. Hmm. Besides, it's a nice cozy night with the rain and everything. It'll be fun to just, I don't know, hang out in bed for a little while. Yeah, of course. Of course. Is there anything that you want to do this weekend, or? No, I don't really have any plans. I'm just hanging out. Figured we'd probably get up to something, but if you're busy, that's fine. No, I mean, I would love to hang out with you, of course. Yeah, of course. Um, would you maybe want to try out that new, I think it's an Italian restaurant? The one that's like 2 blocks east of me? Yeah, yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, you want to try it out? Okay. No, I think that sounds great. Yeah. Maybe we can do dinner and, I don't know, go see a movie or something. Yeah, tried and true classic, dinner and a movie. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. Yeah, no, I think that sounds great. I would love to hang out with you doing doing basically anything. So if it's dinner and a movie, that is fine by me. Yeah, of course. I just love being able to cuddle with you. Yeah. No, I think it's really great when you spend the night and we get to hang out and wake up together. Yeah, I just love, I don't know, the intimacy of it, I guess. Is that corny? No, I like getting to do coupley things with you and planning our weekend and knowing that you're gonna want to hang out with me and I'm gonna want to hang out with you, and I think it's really nice. Yeah. Yeah, of course. I'm sorry, I feel like that's, I don't know, bachelor contestant conversation, but I do really like, I don't know, I like you. Hopefully I've made that clear, but Good. Yeah, that's good. Hmm. Are you feeling sleepy at all? No? Still need a little more? Yeah. I mean, do you want me to stop talking or? No, I can keep talking if you want me to. Maybe I should talk about something boring. You think that would help? I could talk about work. That'll put me to sleep. Oh, I mean, it's fine. We've been working on this report. It's for one of our clients. I'm basically just checking people's work at this point. I mean, it's all automated, really, but they just want somebody to go through and double check everybody's work, that all the spreadsheets are linked correctly, etc. And it's boring. It's very boring, but it's what I'm going to be doing for the next week and a half. Oh yeah, it's an analysis of some of the trials that they've been running. It's I don't even care about it, and I'm getting paid to care about it, so it's really not. Yeah, well, hey, I'll keep talking about it if you think it'll help you fall asleep. Okay. You know, when I was a kid and I couldn't fall asleep, my dad used to make up, I mean, I think he made them up. I don't remember there being like a book. But these stories about like rabbit and squirrel, I think was the pair. I mean, there were probably hundreds of the stories by the time he stopped telling them, but it was always, I don't know, they would get in trouble and it would turn out fine, or, you know, classic kids bedtime stories. But I have so many memories of like, I don't know, just the weird. Yeah, I mean, I can try and give you a sample. I don't think that I have any of them memorized word for word. You know, this might not be like canonically accurate to the rabbit and squirrel canon, but you know, I'm sure it'll get the gist. Well, I remember one that me and my brother used to make him like tell to us all the time was, see, remembering them, it feels like nothing really happened in any of them. It was always like, there was one where they found like some chewing gum like wrapped up that someone had left. They like lived in, I don't know, a suburban neighborhood in someone's yard behind like a white picket fence, and they were good friends. And one day, I guess one of the kids that lived in the house, who, you know, I think was me and my brother were the kids that lived in the house. But one day, one of them like dropped a piece of bubble gum in the backyard, and Squirrel found the gum and he brought it to Rabbit, and they decided that they wanted to go on a little trip. So they split the gum in half and both chewed and chewed and chewed until the gum was soft. And then they started to blow both ginormous bubbles, and they kept blowing and blowing, and the bubbles got so big that Rabbit and Squirrel started to float off the ground, which, as an adult, questionable physics, but as a kid, I was pretty into it. And they floated up into the sky, and they were floating around for hours, looking around, seeing all of these other yards with all of these other animals in them. And eventually, they started to get a little worried because they'd been floating for so long. And Rabbit says to Squirrel, how are we ever going to find our way back home? We've been up in the air so long. I don't know what direction we've been going in. I'm scared we're going to get lost. And Squirrel kept saying, no, it'll be fine. Just let's see how far we can float. I wanna see the world. I wanna, see what we've been missing out on. And so they keep floating, and another hour goes by, and another couple hours go by, and they're still floating. And Rabbit says to Squirrel again, I really think we should, come down. We've been floating for half a day now, and who knows where we're going to end up, and it's going to take us so long to find our way back home. And Squirrel says, no, let's just keep floating. And eventually the whole day passes, and the sun is starting to set. And Rabbit turns to Squirrel again and says, I'm really worried. It's going to get dark. How are we going to find our way home? And Squirrel looks to Rabbit and he says, I think everything's going to be just fine. And their balloons or their bubbles are starting to deflate, and they slowly start to land. And they land, and it's getting dark. And as they land, Rabbit turns to Squirrel and says, all right, how are we going to get home? I mean, it's dark out. All these houses look so similar to the houses in our neighborhood that, I don't even know how we would recognize when we were getting back to our neighborhood. And Squirrel turns to Rabbit and says, they look so similar to the houses because we landed in our own yard. And he walks over and he picks up the wrapper of the bubble gum that they had dropped in the yard before they left, and he goes and throws it out, and they go to bed. I guess. I don't really remember how it ended. That was sort of anticlimactic. I guess my dad did it better, or, I was just 5 and it was more more engaging, but you get the idea. Yeah, you think you're starting to feel a little sleepy? Okay. Yeah, well, we can turn out the lights and close our eyes, and if you fall asleep, that's great. If you don't, we can keep talking. How does that sound? Great. No, that's great. And seriously, if you have trouble sleeping, or if you wake up in the night and you need anything, just let me know. I'm here. Yeah. No, of course. All right, well, good night then. Yeah, no, I'm glad. I'm glad you stayed over too.